Hello, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the RDA. I hope you are doing well. It is the Oil Club who take a defeat to the real Manchester club. Manchester is red. Manchester always will be red. And we're just letting you catch up, bro. We're just letting you catch up. Keep winning Premier League. If you guys won Premier Leagues for the next 10 seasons, you still wouldn't have half as much as we do. So keep catching up, bro. Keep catching up. We're giving you time. We're sorting out our internal issues, rebuilding the way proper clubs do, instead of buying a new centre back every season and a new right back every season until we find the right one, bro. With our oil money, we're rebuilding the proper way. I'm only kidding. Massive respect for Pep Guardiola and what he's done at Manchester City. Massive respect for the team. But when it comes to that fan base, I'm not kidding. You guys are a plastic fan base, innit? The one City fan I know used to be a United fan, fam. And he just magically, when they signed Pep, all of a sudden he was a City fan. All of a sudden he was in love with David Silva and tiki-taka football and Aguero. Like, it's absolutely, like, that's the definition of a glory hunter. Like, you have a team that you claim to love, and then you go to the rival team, bruv, in the same city to support them. That is the definition of a glory hunter, bruv. He supports PSG as well, if he is watching, he knows who he is. He supports PSG as well, bruv. It's hilarious. That is the definition of a glory hunter. Do you know a PSG fan who used to support United but now supports City as well? And who's genuine, who actually understands the club history, who appreciates the club? Nah, bruv. And better yet, he don't talk about football when both these teams get knocked out of the UCL, innit? You never see Mans post about football. He only posts about football when City win the league, or when PSG made the Champions League final. All of a sudden he was posting about the Champions League, bruv. But until then, he don't post about football, But I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding about him being a plastic fan, but he does genuinely love football. I just question whether or not he genuinely loves his club. Anyways, I digress. The point is, I don't know that many City fans, and I'm sure there aren't any watching, because there's more chance of a Burnley fan watching this channel than a City fan. Massive result yesterday. Luke Shaw, man of the match performance. Martial, man of the match contender. Fred is probably from Northern Ireland at this point. He's not even from the South American continent. Forget Brazil, Bram. The guy's probably not even from Chile. He's from Northern Ireland, I'm convinced. And I don't know that many great Scottish players. No disrespect to Darren Fletcher. So it makes sense that Scott McTominay is a crap going forward in it. Martial, as I said already, was a man of the match contender. Bruno Fernandes, a lot of people saying, oh my god, he lost the ball. I'm so sick and tired of hearing this, bruv. He loses the ball a lot. That is part of his game. If he kept the ball more, he would be the best attacking midfielder of all time. Like, it's like saying if Rashford was more clinical, he'd be a good player. And it's like, no, motherfucker, if Rashford was more clinical, he'd be world class. He'd be the best in the world. But he's not the best in the world. He is one of the best in the world, because he has the second most goal contributions at Manchester United and still the top 5 goal contributions in Europe amongst top left wingers. Like, only Manchester United, after a 2-0 win, have a fan base that's still moaning. Only Manchester United. And rightfully so, because we're Fergie kids. We grew up in the Fergie era. Some of you grew up in the Sir Bobby Charlton era, and massive respect. You got to appreciate Sir Bobby Charlton and Sir Alex Ferguson. I could only dream of witnessing such greatness in one lifetime. But yeah, this Bruno loses the ball too much crap is so ridiculous. Like, oh my god, if Raheem Sterling was more clinical, he'd be Messi. And it's like, yeah, so what's your point? Very few players actually play like Messi and Ronaldo. I can only think of Messi and Ronaldo. So everyone below them is just not going to be the same, bro. Look at Hazard at Madrid. Look at Salah this season. He's not as consistent as he was. Yes, he's still got the tied most goals this season, or whatever it is, but he's not as good as he was last season. Look at Mane, how much he's fallen off a cliff. And people were comparing Mane to some of the best right wingers. Look at Sterling, as I've already mentioned in this video. Mahrez, look at how inconsistent he is. So I don't understand this criticism of Rashford. I really don't. And Bruno Fernandes, by the way. I really don't. But these same men will be like, Pogba's our best player. Are you having a laugh? What has Pogba done this season besides play well in 5 or 6 games? Bruno Fernandes has played well for 12 months. Pogba, on the other hand, has been in the recovery room more times than Eric Bailly this season. But he's our best player. It's just like, bruv, like, this fan base will be the death of me, bruv. Why can't you just appreciate both players? Anyways, I digress. The reason why I'm not talking as much about the game yesterday is because I don't think there's much to talk about or delve into. Because from a tactical point of view, I think Man City were bang average. I think the fact that we got a penalty early on helped us a lot and changed the complexion of the game completely. I don't think Man City would have played the way they did if we didn't go 1-0 up, you know. Like when you concede a penalty to Manchester United within the first 10 minutes, bruv, you already know, bro. You already know. You're already doing your prayers there, like, and then that happens. You know, before the game, you're psyching yourself up. You know, you're doing your pre-game rituals. You're walking out. The teams are getting announced. You're doing your little thing, your little stretch, bruv. You know, you're hopping about. You know, shaking hands or whatever they do during COVID, and then the game starts. The whistle kicks off. You're getting into your position. You're running, and then a penalty gets given. Bruno does the hop and skip, and it goes in, and you're 1-0 down. Imagine what that does to your head, bro. Imagine what that does to your head. Because these players will be on social media. They'll know about the Bruno Fernandes judge, fam. The Manchester United judge. When we get a penalty, bro, we very rarely lose. That Spurs result was an anomaly. When we get a penalty and we go 1-0 up, we very rarely lose games. So I think it had a psychological impact on City, and they were just bang average. You know, they were just bang average. They were awful, actually. Not even average. They were awful. They can't finish their dinner to save their life. Marcus Rashford should not donate to Manchester City foundations or charities or anything in that part of the in that region of the city, bro. Because clearly the kids there are unappreciative. Jesus, fam, you're unappreciative, fam. You got served on a plate so many times, bro, and you could not finish to save your life, bro. This is why we don't donate to that side of the city. Anyways, I'm only kidding. I don't know what that joke's about, but my point is City were bang average, and I think that them having to come onto us opened the door behind, and you know them, wait there, bruv. Counter-attack FC. Nothing more to say in terms of tactics. It's great to see Anthony Martial kind of back. He just needs a goal now to get his confidence up, and he'll be back, bruv. He'll be back. None of this Cavani nonsense. Get this Cavani guy out of my team. Never liked the Cavani signing. Will never like the Cavani signing. Respect him as an individual, but yeah, Cavani can go do one, bro. Cavani can go do one. And his little fanboys. That told us he was class. He was a real number 9. Rah, 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 rah. He's going to come do this. The problem at Manchester United is we don't have a proper number 9. What has he done since? Tololo. Because we don't get service at United. Everything you guys compliment Cavani on, Martial literally does. And the difference between Martial and Cavani is Martial has the pace and the dribbling. So he can win penalties. He can win set pieces. He can actually cause headaches. Meanwhile, old man Matala is still looking for his walking stick, bruv. Still looking for his walking stick, you know, and then he gets one opportunity and Rashford doesn't pass the ball and his career's over suddenly. And he's like, oh my God, that was the chance. Sub me off, coach. Sub me off. I'm old. Sub me off. Rashford didn't pass the ball. I can't run anymore. Get Martial on. At least he can win us a penalty or something. That's Cavani, bro. I do not respect Cavani. I do not respect Cavani in this team ahead of Martial. That's all I got to say about that. 2-0 against Manchester City. I'm gassed, bruv. I'm gassed. The oil club, the plastic club, the club with the plastic fan base, the club with the soulless stadium, the club with the soulless fan base, bruv. I am gassed every time we beat them lot. You know, it's light work at this point. It's light work. Like Pep Guardiola getting schooled by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is just light work. The only time they can beat us is in the Carabao Cup because they enjoy winning trophies that nobody cares about, bruv.